Oh, also currently on screen, you guys will see I'm using not my technically my very nearest PNG, but not my second nearest. But yeah. Also, I could now, because I do have another new PNG, because the currently one I have on screen is one that fits the aesthetic of Warzone and all that, with being in special ops military gear. But I could, if I wanted to, change to Muppet Time. Oh. One thing I know because of this PNG is I know that my favorite streamer would not be able to watch the stream at this moment because they have a fear of puppets. Yeah. Yeah, I can try at some point when I do some rearranging, I can try to fix it. Like, I could, to make it work, try to specify to give, because my characters usually gets what that, because a lot of my PNGs don't really show my tail at all, mostly because all of them is from like the waist and up, meaning I make it so basically the lore is that my character has the tail pointing downwards. But I could on your character in the future try to make it so that every time, instead of using it, so it ends up with a foxtail, specify that it should be like a Maine Coon tail, similar to what I have, like a fluffy Maine Coon tail or just a Maine Coon tail, because those are very very noticeable cat tails. Also, switching back to my special ops military outfit, because I feel like that makes the most logical sense. Yeah, but I'm also then gonna switch over to now then switch over to the correct like screen for the stream, so they have the game. Also, I gotta just make sure my audio for the game is correct. Yeah, some of the button clicking when I switch between tabs on Warzone was good, but also I noticed that because of both the section that shows like the different modes and my like discount code, my agency's mascot, my logo, and the stream chat, all of it plus the PNGs makes my current game screen look very cluttered. Like it is a hot mess. And the funniest shit, no one can see what the name of any person in this party is. Like they legit doesn't show any names, it just says what the rankings are. In some sense. Which is fucking hilarious. Now, what game of casual? The only thing I thought of then when you said casuals was Paradise, you filthy casual. And yes, you will. You will. This will battle royale. Nice. Point on much. Also, I started now. One thing that would be cool if I did at some point is if I now that I have Warzone fully functioning again and can play it. It would be fun if like next time I do a stream, next time I do like a Warzone stream, before that or between now and then, that time, it would be fun if I then made like just like how I made my character have like split flops military outfit on. I would give you guys like similar like style that would fit, but change to match what your aesthetics would be. So it's like matches military aesthetics with your preferred aesthetic. I'm just temporarily stopped so that it's not, so that we're not starting off like I'm actually, I can just see what its stuff looks like, but just so I can see what the bundle. Yeah. Nice. I think if I at some point have enough, it looks pretty good.
Even a lone wolf has fangs.
Also, I see the character has like, I said leave with party. Like I clicked. Well, I clicked when it says, like when I clicked find match, it says leave without party or leave with party, and I chose the leave with party. Because you guys were still in my party. Like you guys were still in my party when. Yeah. I see one that says spectral. This but none that says chaser pack. I see one that says spectral his eyes. This but also one thing that but the one thing I find a bit annoying when it,
without a sheath.
now I can see what the different versions looks like. It has one version with like a traditional, like more like an Oni, normal Oni looking mask that looks also a bit futuristic. Then one version without any mask, which also looks pretty nice. And then one with like a mask with a mustache, long mustache and beard. I feel like if I have enough, if it's still here next week, yeah, like if it's here properly, like if it's 100% is here next week, and I check, I think I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta double check when I click on. I'm not just checking to see, because it costed 2008. And then I gotta just go. Like I see, I have 400 like COD points. It costs 2,800 COD points, meaning I can then buy 2,400 COD points, and then I have exactly the amount I need, which is a W. So good, I can check how much that would be, and it's like not too much money there. But then again, next week I wouldn't have any like reason to use money anywhere else, because like. Bro, that's kind of stupid. Like, look at Fortnite. They still have the ability for people to gift, and it's not maybe the most used feature, but it's still a useful feature. Yeah, I just also just quickly add it to my wish list. Yeah, how
Drink or perish, coward.
Alright, you want it's a drink? I'm gonna drink. It was kind of warm in my room. I also had my window open. And it was somewhat hot in my room, but then I put my window slightly open and turned on a floor fan in my room. I don't know, like for me, since I can't really buy exactly 2,800 card points. I can only buy 2,400 card points. That is about 220 kroners, which is like for me, like I don't know how much just 400 card points would cost, but when I have to buy them next week, probably gonna buy the 2,400 card points. That would be the equivalent of me spending about $22.13. Yeah. Also, click now to first to find a match, and also, yeah, I feel like there's like some photos that I showed Rose earlier, but I also want to show you, which is I earlier today made an image of what my character character for streams would look like if it was a character in the Lion King franchise, and I tried to make it with horns, but it didn't work as well. So I then tried. Like first it was made with horns, but then I tried to see what would it look like if it didn't actually have horns, but the hair looked like it. Then I scrapped that, was didn't good, turned that good. So I then made one without horns or anything in the hair. And I just sent that photo, and now I'm gonna send one with both the horns and the hair shaped like horns, so you can see what it looks like. And I want to know what your opinion on it is. Yeah. If you were to describe it with one word, what word would you use? Nice. Cause would you be surprised if I told you that, like, the adult version of Nala is a ton of people's furry awakening? Like, Lion King in its entirety is a bunch of people's furry awakening. And I can confirm.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
So do I. I just kind of forgot on that in this, for me to actually be able to aim, I can't have like set my triggers to be like having triggers stop on them, because then it won't.
All
Shut off.
stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
I forgot that. Nice. So I did like the skin I'm currently saying, but it would be nicer when choosing like another one that would fit so much better for me. And if I got that, I like the skin you're using, and also if I got the skin that we just looked at in the store, it would then match your skin.
Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
So then we will be matching. Hey, you're the expert here.
Marking contract. Spotted a contract.
Check your map. I marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
I find it to be okay. Like, there's like, but I feel like they shouldn't.
Squad mate site
Like I
securing
said,
the intel. Join
like I
them
kind
to
of find it
increase the
somewhat
speed of
okay,
the
but
capture.
at the same time, the one thing that I feel like kind of holds it in some ways back is that like the main focus on the different sprites and how they shouldn't put that much. They should do something more if they were to have them. They should have put slightly less emphasis on.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
I'm hit.
You're clear to engage all hostiles.
I'm hit.
Gulag. They'll fight for a job.
Go! But again, I am kind of rusty at the game because I haven't been playing for months.
Gulag is your last chance. Fight
Also-
to earn redeployment.
No, it's like a weird gulag, but then now this time it's like a totally different kind of gulag. Yeah, but usually the gulags have been somewhat similar. This time it feels more like a sci-fi prison than a gulag. Either a sci-fi prison or some sort of lab. Yeah, but a lot of times sci-fi labs are also prisons. Nice.
They're ready to fight. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by. Earn redeployment or die trying.
Huh? What kind of name is it?
Enemy
I
eliminated.
killed someone by shooting them in the crotch.
Back in the AO.
Nice. I guess. Could be.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
I'm just starting to get. I'm just gotta get used to how the map and shit works on this game again, because I've been so used to all the Fortnite that I can't remember exactly how they worked.
Enemy intel located.
I would
Capture
just
and
prefer to
secure
have
the
any
intel
other
point
gun
to
than this
discover the next gas spread.
wimpy ass handgun I have. Also, I just started thinking that one thing that would be kind of fun if they actually added into Warzone a skin stuck into Call of Duty. Imagine if they added a Deadpool skin.
Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining them will speed up the process.
Don't leave me! Don't fucking leave me, bastards! Motherfucker! I was running towards you were, and then as soon as I...
Well done, soldier. Check your map.
As soon as I was close, you guys just like dipped, and I was like, what the fuck, guys? Like, get to the chopper! Put the cookie down! Get to the chopper! Well, that's who be!
Mark the point on your map.
I'm gonna...
Enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
All right.
I have to get a better weapon, so I don't have a whim of a weapon. But that dinky ass pistol is not good. Who the fool shoot at us, man? I wanna shoot at more for wings.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
Okay, let's see. Also, why does some teammates just act weird? I feel like some people play teams without realizing they're in a team sometimes.
Peek at the next gas spread.
Like I don't understand the people that play
Reloading.
on like teams and not understand that, oh, like the one thing I don't understand is people that choose to play on like squads, but they sometimes play as if they're not in squads. At that point, just don't shoot squad. And the same problem is when it comes to like Fortnite as well. Some people might play squads there just to play with randoms, but as soon as they join, they don't like do anything to actually help figure out what should be done. Like they don't.
Marking contracts.
Help your squad mate secure the intel. If you join them, you'll speed up capture. Capture complete.
shot.
Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
One last mag.
I took someone out.
Reloading.
Get to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Got a buy station here.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
I got my gun.
I've marked a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
I have my katanas and everything.
Your squad mates in the
I
gulag.
thought these katanas
If
would
they
look even
survive,
better
they
when I get the chance to buy the others. Which, when I think about it, I could technically just already get it, because like I have a way to be able to get by without actually using money on my because I don't want to spend that because it's for food and shit. But the money I would get at the beginning of next week won't be that. So I could just, after this match, just go switch temporarily to a BRB screen, then get.
Switching mags.
Changing mags.
Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying
It's
now.
probably all the algae in the water.
Reloading!
What's that? Eh?
You've got gas inbound.
I got
Safe zone
katanas. Now imagine if when I get like the other skin that I want. Imagine how cool it would look with the katanas equipped.
Changing mags!
Also, I started thinking now, one thing that would be fun if I at some point did is if I updated the like military style PNG I have by making a design that would be like like the Inferno Kingdom's own like military uniforms. Because I feel like the Inferno Kingdom needs its own military uniform that matches their vibe.
Your squad mates started securing the intel. Join them to increase the speed of the capture. Gas is closing in. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Switching mags. Inserting additional
I
armor.
was able to just
Well done, soldier.
Semtex
Check
front.
your map for the next gas
Shit.
spread
Sure.
location.
do some. Hey. Also, I haven't played long enough to like been so long that I am a bit rusty, but my skills in which in battle royale games have still improved in some sense. So my shooter skills is still pretty good. It just had to be retuned to like how Call of Duty does it. Yeah.
Changing max!
I feel like even though it's not that technically interesting of a name, and like the actual meaning behind it wouldn't be that interesting, it would be cool if someone had like, it would at least sound badass if someone had the name Liquidator. Like it sounds badass, but it doesn't really have the most badass meaning. It just sounds badass. Like imagine having someone be called the Liquidator. Like that does sound like the name of a badass guy. But hello there. Oh no, Baba Yaga. I feel like only people who have actually seen the John Wick movies or know the lore would understand why when you said that about John Wick, why I said, oh no, Baba Yaga.
Get to the new safe zone.
Switching mags!
Oh no.
Switching mags! Not almost gone.
Some people never see it coming. Loading fresh mag.
God damn. You could say, he ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Heads up. An enemy squad marked you as a bounty
Son.
target. Your squad made it to the safe zone.
One thing that's kind of sad is that the singer of that song is dead. Died of a few years ago, I think. Yeah. I currently find 3 kills. Not bad. I thought I would do worse. That's my
The
first
enemy
match
squad hunting
back,
you is
but
down.
I'm
Clear
supposed
for
to be
now.
doing decent
Enemies are
despite being
dropping into the area.
rusty
Watch
on
the
the
skies.
specific controls from this game.
Loading fresh mag.
Yeah, but then again, you play a bunch more than me. Like, I haven't played this in, like, months. Yeah, like, I'm doing good despite having not played in months. Being a bit rusty on how the game works.
Inserting additional armor.
Because I did remember, like, also, I do remember that back when we all played a bunch more, like when I actually played a bunch more Warzone, I started, I got at some point pretty good at the game.
Enemy in the area.
Incoming shots. Inserting additional armor.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Use your head next to
Gulag
incoming
locked down.
frag!
Area's clear.
Jeez. I was about to say and then like
I'm hit!
a bomb.
Got a buy station here.
Loadout drop.
Motherfucker! Porra, meu, foda-se! Foda-se! That's some bullshit!
Your squad pays for your release. Get ready to redeploy.
Back on mission!
Redeployed and ready for business.
Incoming! Need a hand here! Someone get me the fuck up!
Died again because I wouldn't even have survived that much because I had to watch it. But there's someone managed to kill me from
Gas
above.
inbound.
Switching mags.
Yeah, dude's still alive. Well, was. Yeah. Yeah, and Gunslinger. I got the gunslinger. And Rose got clutch. Nice. I thought just the smartest to do is just leave a match with the party. And again, choosing leave a match with party, which I also did that, or technically did the first time, but sometimes there's game quirk glitch things. Do that. Fair enough. I understand fully. Now I'm just gonna just to do smart for the stream, just to skipping to the BRB screen, or no, actually I'm going to the just shining screen because I feel that is better screen to just switch to for this one instance, and that would be so I can actually try to get like the precious card points. Alright, now just get everything correct. I'm not just making my screen somewhat bigger because for some reason this screen used to show stuff for like stuff here didn't show good enough. Like it doesn't even show. I need to see what device and okay, just to make things easier for me. I feel like I currently can't even see where What is it? Add funds. Like here. I've yeah. Also, I'm just now trying to figure out what to do to be able to actually get that one skin. Because like when I go into the Steam section to Malachite points, it doesn't say what anything to what to add and for cards and things. I don't know what will be added. It just does not tell me shit. That is one design flaw I feel like they should fix, where like they tell me insert info there because you just said add funds and it's like, from where? That's a very crucial info. Like they legit just doesn't say, which makes it feel like they try to make me spend money without knowing where it's from, which they might think, oh, then it's less like of a worry. But no, it's more of a worry because you don't know where it's from. Maybe if I click add funds again, then oh yeah, now it makes sense. You after you click all the add funds, then you add in your info, which also, even though I don't show any of the process, it does kind of help people that are watching that doesn't know how it works to at least know audibly how it works. That you're not, that you're supposed to do certain, that you're not, that it might not show the info immediately, but then you click add funds and then go through the process. Then you can add the info, which won't be shown on stream because like I am on the just chatting screen for obvious reasons. So you're saying the game is being a puta? Yeah. Also, for some reason on Steam, when I got to add like the info for payment method and shit, it makes the image so tiny that I almost need a magnifying glass just to be able to properly see. Because it's like I can't see it, but like they should have made it option to be bigger instead of just the tiniest size. Because they're so inconvenient. I'm just almost done to get the card points. Then when I get the card points, I'm gonna buy the skin, change to that skin, and boom, have a perfectly good skin. Yeah, but even if you don't, yeah, and even if you don't end up having it right away, which is fair, your skin will then match my new skin, which is perfect. Boom. Now everything seems to. Now it's authorized, so now I can switch stuff back to how it's supposed to be. And I can switch the screen back to the gaming one. Boom. Now I can click purchase, confirm, and bundle purchased. So now I gotta go to like double check to see, but I wish I could have seen like what operator was that. Can anyone check what operator was that skin for? But I need to know so I can actually change to that operator skin. Yeah, there it is. I actually somehow, I don't know, should I keep, because I think I can. Look like what is his finish? Okay, I
Even
gotta
a
just.
lone wolf has fangs.
Mm, yeah, it does. I can somehow trying to inspect like there's. How do I like but it doesn't really show me like what do I click to see for the character to check with mask, even though I do kind of prefer without. So the mask is like I did click like I'm on square, but like it has some on this specific version has different skin, and like if I go square and then there's X on that skin, like first square to change specific skin and then X to customize on that skin. Yeah, but which version should I choose? The mask, no mask, or the mask with like yeah. I kind of wish they instead of giving him like obviously this I feel like they could have instead chosen a more like traditional full Oni mask, and then option without mask, and then a traditional half Oni mask. That would have been two better designs. So this one. Him with a katana. Now, let me make sure my weapons load out. Yeah, it's the correct. I'm ready. Also, for some reason now, on the operator side, it switched me back to the one even though I selected a different one, it switched me back to the old one for no reason. Now I'm on the correct. It's kind of annoying how it keeps switching between them. And also, like, that's Yeah, we're talking here, but also, I just want to say, like, for anyone who is in chat that are just enjoying watching this, just feel free for anyone that is in chat to just talk in chat. Except if, like, obviously there's the two I'm in that is joining me on my stream, because, like, it's kind of useless typing in chat while being in a call with me. But anyone else that are just watching, feel free to talk in chat. Because I will notice, because I have like a sound for myself that shows up, that comes on every time someone types in chat. Feel free to do that. And because of this outfit I'm currently using, the jacket off/on redeem currently won't be working. Well, it's still usable. Technically, you can still redeem it, but it just won't do anything at the moment because, well, there's no jacket to take off or on this PNG. But on others, sure.
Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone. All stations, this is Shadow
Okay, we
01.
could-
Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Enemy soldier incoming.
Sakura, I don't think it's 5. It's 6. But also, I feel like. Yeah. But also, I feel like. But I feel like one thing that would be nice if we all did is just figure out like a name that fits. Also, filling up the skins. Like, filling up the skin surprisingly works. Like the Rose's skin somehow,
Your team
even if it
leader.
isn't
Set a drop point for your
exactly
squad soldier.
the same style as ours, it still fits very well.
Gas is approaching your
But it's
position.
close.
Move to the safe zone.
Yeah, but it's still a close enough style to ours.
Spotted a contract. Affirmative.
No! All I can say is I'm diving down
Mark the
with
point
honor.
containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
With honor and resilience.
Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining them will speed up the process.
I like how by default I start with like a knife. Now it's like, hey, instead of just fists, it's a knife. Don't go on knife.
Spotted a contract.
It would be so funny if like we somehow like some random that joined us on first on here in or some decided to be like, or some random that joins my stream decided that they want to join us on the game, which would be nice, fine. And then they say have like a knife, and then I pull out the katanas and be like, they say I got a knife, and I wouldn't say that's not a knife, or this is a knife, and pulls out 2 katanas.
Enemy intel located. Capture
Now
and
that
secure the
knife.
intel point to discover the next gas spread.
Oh, I got a knife. Very good. Very Of course the fuck it is.
Adding armor.
I still haven't fully done that, but then again, gotta find someone to do it.
Adding
Also, I don't think now, bro. Like, what would you guys do if they actually added JoJo's skins to Fortnite? Like to like Call of Duty or even Fortnite, like any of those games. Like, what would you guys do? But also, which of the which characters would you want them to add? JoJo's haters? But the thing is, yeah. So, Jolene? Or Jolene? Like, it could also have been Jolene. That's that female skin.
Help your squad mate secure the intel. If you join them,
But I would say, one thing that would be funnier, instead of just adding a female, you just die, is if they made the skin, instead of being normal skin.
Incoming fire! Swapping
It would
mag!
be fun if they modeled this, like made the skin models after, like, King Chris in a cosplay.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
I feel like one thing that would be fun is if I actually, like once, like I feel like at some point when all of us have been able to be like big VTubers, which means like when you may get like have an ability to actually start with streaming with like getting a PC and all that. At that point, and then we all get like live 2D models. Like if we then all got like the live 2D models, then I feel like you should then, if you ever get to a point where you actually can do streaming and get a live 2D model, you should then ask for them to make
Squad
a
mate has entered the gulag.
co-
Need to survive
like
to redeploy.
outfit for a model that is just an
Squad mate's in
Ada
the
Wong
gulag.
outfit.
They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
Loading new mag!
I would get a Leon one, which just means which just basically would be me getting Leon Kennedy
Squad mate has been
jackets.
cleared for redeployment.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm not too sure if I know. Like I'm not too sure if it actually would work on me because of the fact that I have wavy hair and that requires more straight hair.
I'm hit! Changing mags!
Squad mate redeploying to the AO. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Reinforcing
I currently
armor.
have 3 kills. Oh. Hello there. Hello there. Like, you should know what the only correct response to someone saying hello there. Yeah. Gotta step on the gas tonight.
Reinforcing armor.
Me dead!
I bleed, but I still breathe.
Yeah. I like the line my character said when he was about to die, that I bleed, but I still breathe.
Be advised, there's an enemy squad.
And I still feel like I do pretty good when it comes to the views, because I've had a steady 3 viewers, so the views on this stream, I feel like even if there's not many fucking, but I still have viewers stuck with, I'm still feeling lucky.
Stand by for redeployment. You earned it.
One thing I would suggest that would be nice to also get if you ever got like a PC, then after that the next thing to save up to 100% should be a capture card.
I let it go.
And the only reason I say that is because if you get the capture card, then you don't like you can start out by. Also, I feel like instead of starting with a gaming PC to begin with, I would say instead, which will also save some slight money, is get a good either gaming laptop or good general laptop
Got a loadout
and a
drop
capture
inbound.
card, so you can then stream games that could then allow you to stream games from your PlayStation, and then you can, in combination with that,
Gas is
then
moving
like
in.
with both
New
the
safe zone
PlayStation and the
located.
laptop, stream your games and use a 3 VTuber model or PNG or anything, and then after that you can then find a way to save up for like a good PC, a gaming PC, or look at but then also can look at like something like, then you can also then have a look, for example, at Facebook Marketplace for potential like potentially someone selling a cheap gaming PC, selling a gaming PC that's pretty good for for a slightly cheap and good price. But that could work.
They're on me. Loading new mag.
5 kills. I don't remember how I
Buy me back.
drop cash. Bruh. I feel like I'm one of the few that currently now don't remember that shit and all how to do something. Well, I got myself in by winning in the gulag.
You've got gas moving in.
Gah. And sweet skin, huh? Witch! Witch! Burn the witch!
I'm getting stitched up.
Burn the witch!
Switching mags.
I love this gun. I also love this. I love this and this. Both are good guns. This is good for fast shooting on close quarter. This is for mid range. Like I love this for like AK-27 for mid range, and then the thermal 45 for like mid for close range.
I'm hit. Sunset, front.
Ew.
Let's get you back in action.
The debt is written, and I will honor it. Swapping mags.
Switching mags.
Honor and redemption.
You're being
Like I
tracked
feel like
by
the
an
character
enemy squad.
that character I
Those that
associate with
survive.
honor the most. Try to guess who do you guys think that character is. What about you, Rose? Who do you think is the character I associate with honor the most? Like that, the phrase honor. Like when I think of that. There should be one very obvious, like, cause like half of his character development, like half of like the, like, it's a character from a show, but like half of the show, he's basically spending his entire like time relating it to honor. Like his entire character development had only to do with honor. That's it.
Contract failed. Stand down.
Like, would it help if I said the character, the way he's related to honor is trying to restore it?
Your squad mates in the
Yeah.
gulag. If they survive, they
Also,
redeploy.
I recently saw some clips showing, like, kinda, like some new clips showing up, like, kinda like a trailer or something, showing stuff like how the new season of the live action Avatar series gonna look, like the new season when they introduce Top. Like the boulder is like, not one-to-one how it's in the show, because like they did make Boulder as of much of a brute like as of much of a muscle guy. They made him a bit more like a muscle guy, like more like a strong guy with like a slight prayer belly gut, but still fits within the character. So it's like it's a minor change. Like I feel like as long as he still have the personality, that's what matters the most. But the problem that the scene has, because
Closing in.
the scene has one
Relocating
problem,
safe zone.
and that problem is the fact that the arena they made top fight in, instead of having the arena be on solid, like instead of the arena being on solid rock, they make the arena be on sand. And the problem with that is the fact that, well, Toph canonically said she can't stand well on sand. Because everything just becomes fuzzy to her. So, on sand, everything is fuzzy. But in this show, they're like, oh, now she bends perfectly fine on sand. It's like, why? Why do that? And another stupid thing that the people behind the live action version of the Avatar that's ever in the show did was when they first talked about Toph, is when they tried to make the character, because they did do the one genius thing is that the actress who plays Toph has some contact lenses in to make her look this part of Toph in the eye, so making her look blind, but it also effectively kind of makes her partially blind as well, which makes the effect of her playing a blind character more authentic, which I'm like, nice. But there's one problem. I think it was the director said that when they like tried to imagine Toph for the live action show, they tried to make it so that young kids, like young boys and girls who are either blind or like visually impaired can see themselves in Toph, which is a problem because they can't see shit, so they can't see themselves in Toph if they can't see. And there's like one nitpick that I feel like some people can be in one way kind of valid, but at the same time it's like it's something that can't really be done anything about, because most shit that people complain about is stuff that could have been dealt with, but there's one thing that they can't deal with, and that's the fact that in season 2 Aang is going to be noticeably taller. That's something they can't really do much about, but that's just how it is when making live action shows.
Come on, buy me back. Taking effective fire.
Find me back.
I can't
Let's
do
finish this.
Yeah. I need a football back.
Under fire.
God damn. I just noticed I've been streaming for over an hour already. Yeah, time flies when I'm playing with friends and family.
Switching back.
Galleys are here. I'm ready
So
to
depending on
redeploy.
how long I decide to do a stream, because there's a chance like later this for me and Rose, it's gonna be like technically later tonight. My favorite streamer is gonna probably do a stream, and if they do, like if I stream long enough and they decide to do a stream, I would then raid them. That's only if I stream until they start their stream.
Simtex Prime.
Less than 20.
I got shock trooper. Hey, matching. And then Rose got clutch, and then our random teammate got gunner. But I just started thinking, because I saw at some point a color in like a post on Twitter where someone in that post said that their mom had only watched the first Toy Story movie, so they tried to prank their mom by saying that they turned Woody trans and now goes by Jesse, so that when the mom eventually then goes to watch the newest Toy Story movie, they will think that Jesse is Woody. That's kind of funny. I gotta fix my because like for some reason Warzone has this goofiness of trying to think that, oh, let's just change the skin that they've selected at the beginning of like each round there. Like at no point did I choose to change my skin. But apparently according to Warzone, I do change my skin. It was like, no, I never clicked change skin. They're like, oh, but we, bro, they've been doing it the entire ever since I started playing Warzone. That is just how Call of Duty is. Yeah, but the thing is, Call of Duty is just the thing about switching to a different skin. That's just a quirk that they have kept having been in the game since at least February this year, if not earlier. Which is like, they just don't fix it. That's because like, I don't think Activision cares enough to fix it. And I would just look at the different wraps I can choose on my gun. See, what should I actually add as a wrap on my gun? Yeah, but also I feel like it would be fun if I found like a pattern that is almost pure black, but it's like also has like a subtle Japanese vibe to it. But the carbon fiber look is good. I just wish I could have something slightly more fitting. Okay. There. Also, just one because like two things. Because one of them is that both me and Rose have on Discord made our Discord profile pictures be of our characters wearing the away Norway soccer jersey, like the black one. And also because currently there's a soccer match between Norway and France, where currently Norway is not doing the best in it because like it's France is currently in the lead. Right. I don't even need to say that because I have an entire playthrough of a game to prove that just fuck the French, which is my playthrough of Legends DA, where I just keep bashing on the French language like, the fuck you French language. It's like, it's so fucking annoying. Damn!
Enemy dropping into the AO. Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Incoming frag. Molotov sighted.
Nice. I just randomly heard a voice saying Molotov.
Spotted a contract.
Also, I just started thinking like the military design for both mine and Mia's characters. I feel like that's if Japan was allowed to have its own military currently, because they're not allowed to due to World War II. But if they still had their own military,
Enemy soldier incoming.
yeah. That's why I say if because they are not allowed to have their own military, because it's not their own, it's like a joint. Okay, but if they were allowed to have their own military, I feel like the design we have on our like characters is kind of how Japan would design their military outfits. Like a mix between samurai. I feel like they would try to modernize that to if they somehow was able to redeem themselves to be able to be allowed to have like a military again.
Targets in the AO.
Because they should be allowed. I feel like they should at some point in the future have some sort of military. But it's like even though they can't really control it themselves, they should still have Japanese soldiers and like a part of it. But it's like a branch of like let's say either the US military or some other big country that can help. Because who knows how long the US will last.
Mark a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Yeah. Like, no shit though that the US not gonna be the best anymore, because like, the shit show the president has been doing.
Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel point. Squad mate has entered the gulag. You'll need to survive to redeploy.
Mark the target.
Nice.
Squad mates in the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
No, it's in the gulag. gulag.
Switching mags.
At least you're not in the goulash. You might be in the gulag, but at least you're not in the goulash.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Reinforcing armor. Incoming fire. There goes their
Squad
armor.
mate redeploying to the
That's
AO.
not good.
Loading fresh mag.
They're on me.
I'm under fire.
I'm down, I'm dying. And also, not only that, but Mia ran past the area I was. Yeah. Yeah.
Earn redeployment or die trying.
After I killed someone in the gulag, I just was keep begging them.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Changing mags. Reloading.
Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger. Buckethead.
On my last mag.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't dying to nothing. I'm green. I'm not gonna die because I'm far from the storm. Yeah. I'm running like it. I like to pencil it. Cause I'm fast as fuck, boy. Already did. Nice. Very good.
Marking hostile.
I'm fully submerged in the water.
I'm reloading.
Mark the target. Mark the target.
Reloading.
Reloading. Reinforcing armor.
When he said run, motherfucker, run, I started just thinking, run, Forrest, run! Like,
Enemy sniper here.
the run, bitch, run! Like, Shorty is going, run, bitch, run!
Loadout drop headed your way.
That one is funny, just the run, bitch, run! Now that made me think, wouldn't it be funny if they added a Shorty skin in Call of Duty?
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
And then his... I would say it would also be fun if not only adding Shorty, but also adding his gay, not gay brother. Like the character that is played by his brother, at least. Like that as well.
Lights go out.
Swapping back. Incoming fire. The wound is deep, but
Bruh.
I get bleeding out.
The reload was the reload of my weapon was the thing that took me out.
Squad mates enter the gulag. They'll need to survive to destroy.
But also, one thing I at least can say safe that I would never do in this game is use aimbot, because I know a lot of people that seem to be like, oh, I need to get better stayer, and they just start, oh, aimbot. I'm like, nah, because I won't have a mouse. I don't want to be potentially banned both of the game and of Twitch. Also, for anyone, I would just say also, just to let everyone who's watching this game that, again, just want to let them know that
Closing in.
blurb has been fixed because I used to have it so that it had to cost a bit, but now fixed it so that it is fully free. No one needs to spend money. I can use any sound they want. Zero restriction as long as it's available on blurb. Meaning anyone can use blurb on my streams. Like literally anyone who wants to can just redeem my blurb and it will appear on stream.
Your squad is getting you out of here. Stand by.
Let's get back in it.
Nice, but I don't have a loadout. I have
Enemy
a
squad is hunting you.
pretty
Stay
bomb.
sharp.
I got a piston gun.
Loading. Enemy sniper here.
Taking waypoint.
Reinforcing armor.
I need better loadouts because my loadout is shit.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Fire.
Also, now I can see what my character looks like with just the actual like melee.
Death will not take you this day.
Making effective fire.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I'm hit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid this.
Incoming fire.
Moving here.
You ready to keep fighting? Buy me back.
Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor.
I actually managed to see myself pretty good.
Your squad is barely up. Get this done on your own.
Last one standing.
Contract failed. Objective lost.
Yeah. I'm still gonna try to hide away, because it's still kind of lower down so I can hide.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Enemy UAV. 25
There are
remaining.
2 people shooting at me at the same time.
Valiant effort. Keep your head up. Safe breach.
So no wonder I got taken out when 2 people shot me at the same time.
1-1 requesting recon at this time.
I also got clutch. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. I gotta make sure, like, there's one program I need to have open that I forgot to open up for my stream, and that is so that when someone redeems hydrate or even headpad, there shows up visual cues on screen. And apparently the program needs to update, so for some reason when I try to use that, it can't really use it unless it's updated, so gotta wait, just have that quickly update while it's going on, just so I can then later actually have it used for some. And I just tried to fix some of the shit. To make sure when I redeem headpad that just shows up. Yeah, now it just shows up and has sound. Gotta double check the same for hydrate. Just gotta refresh cache and of current page on it, so there. And then quickly gotta redeem a hydrate on myself.
Drink or perish.
Yeah, it shows up above all of them, which I don't mind because it shows up, because that makes the most sense, because then when someone redeems it on my screen, then a hydrate, like a shake, a Hogger shaker shows up on the screen. So, yeah, got that. But I was thinking of, when it comes to the headpad, if I can do it correctly, I could then look at where the headpad is, get that done and repeated to be on all 3 of you guys, potentially. So someone really said that it's just not just on me, so you guys don't feel left out. Therefore, copy, duplicate, duplicate. Now I'm gonna see what happens if I redeem headpad. I position them a bit lower and keep redeeming headpad so people can see. I'm gonna match the size of for you. There. Then this. Still gotta redeem it so I can see it because I can't have it permanently. So there, and then I'm locking those in. There. I could do the same on another screen, but I don't really want to bother doing it on the other game screen. At least not for now. Maybe sometime off stream, but for now, no. But when someone redeems headpad now, instead of just one of us getting headpads, it's all three. Which is nice. Also, I feel like that's because like Blurb also is free. Why not? If any of you guys want to test out just any random sound on Blurb, go ahead. That also goes for the people watching the stream. Anyone who wants to can choose any Blurb they want. Like legit, doesn't matter what the Blurb is. And to use Blurb, sometimes I feel like some people have the option to like log in on it, and when doing that, I can then give those viewers, if they're like mostly due to VIP or mods, and that is giving them a walk-on sound. So when they join into my chat, a specific sound plays.
Do I look like Panda Express?
That's a good one.
He died of emotional damage.
Better one?
You cheeky dick waffle!
Stop! Someone in chat. Like, finally. Like, there's finally someone who decided to want to chat there. Also, yeah. You had the sound also it's double. They're not terribly new, because they've been here before. But it's just nice to see them back in the chat. I always appreciate seeing someone back in the chat. Sometimes I might start to be like, oh, who was that again? But then when it's mostly if someone has been away from the channel for like a long time, then I might not remember. But then when they haven't been that long, then I will remember more. Obviously. So, also want to say to this person, if they haven't, sometimes I don't even know what. Sometimes I don't refer to the shadows by specific thing because I don't always know what do they want to be referred to as. And sometimes I don't know how to pronounce the names because they have like some names like are just like how would it be pronounced? Because yeah. But just want to have to tell again because we were testing out. Blurb is fully free for anyone to use. Like, just play any sound, it makes streams way more fun. And if timed correctly, it can make fun moments that if I then decide to go later back, and look at the stream can be perfect clippable moments to put on YouTube Shorts, which is good. And I also, if I could, when I get big enough on streaming to pay people, I would then have specific people who watch my streams, at least one dude who watches my streams, then to specifically wait for moments that can be clipped. And if the person can't clip it down in there, then I would then, with help from the dude, go back on to the stream VOD to look through to where the clip moment could be. So I just want to encourage people to use blurb, because that's what got me to start watching VTubers, technically, blurb. That, like both that, which one made me mostly watch their streams, and then because I didn't know about VTubers before I knew about blurb, because I knew about Billion, but then I didn't really start watching Twitch streams of VTubers until I found blurb, where I started mostly using it to mess with streamers by finding streamers who had free blurb and just playing random sounds to mess with them.
I love femboys. What are you talking about?
Nice. It said, I love femboys. What are you talking about? Which also is the exact walk-on sound I have for, like, Rose's main account on Twitch. Yeah, so every time you enter the chat in your main account, he's going to say that. Which is perfect. Also, now that you have like a blurb, I can actually add a walk-on sound for you as well. Yeah, if you want that.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Do you need spectacles?
Changing max! The armor's gone.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
Very, very nice. Remember, honor. Remember honor. Honor, very important. And today's group are a bunch of tards
Mark a drop point for your squad.
with a
and
massive
get armed.
ray. This squad is a bunch of tards with a hint of ray. Oh. I just started thinking about a funny thing. We could actually say that we could technically say we are a bunch of Reese in a tard. Instead of peace in a pod, we are Reese in a tard. Because we got a little bit of the
Check your map.
pism.
I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the
We're
next
three
gas
Reese
spread.
in a tard because of the tism.
Your squad mates
And
start
who
securing
don't
the
go out
intel.
there?
Join them to increase the speed of the capture.
Alright, 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 alright. Alright, alright, alright.
Targets are up. Go take them down. Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. Gas is moving in. Keep an eye on it.
Alright, alright, alright. 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 Al
Loading fresh mag.
I took someone out with a knife. I took them out British style.
Right. You're not finished yet.
I'm under
I took them out like they do in London.
Help your squad mates
Changing
secure the
mag.
intel. If you join them, you'll speed up capture.
I've been to London once.
Lost mag.
I was there one day. I've been in London one day. And the only thing, the one of the few things I did when I was there was went straight to the largest toy store in Europe. I don't know if it's in the world, but I don't know if it's the largest in the world, but it's at least the largest in Europe. And
Well done,
the
soldier.
only thing I did when I went to that store was go straight to the Lego aisle. Well, I basically said,
Enemy dropping into
like I
the
basically,
AO.
because it's the biggest toy store, it has like an entire like floor for Lego, and I went just there and just said fuck any other place.
Switching mags.
I go to the one just for Lego. It's like, but like at that point I was like, I only want the Lego. I don't want nothing else. And then when I was there, I originally just wanted one specific Lego Ninjago figure, but then I was told by like my grandma, because I was there with my dad and my grandma back in like 2015. I was told that I could also get a big Lego set.
All squad mates
So I
are
got
in the safe
one of the
zone.
biggest sets from the
Gas is moving.
like Possession season of Ninjago, the one with ghosts and all that.
Reinforcing armor.
Move to location.
Like I got that one big ship from that season. But I originally just wanted the Air Jitsu Kai, but then I was like, oh, I can get another set. Why not get... Then I was like, okay, why not get Air Jitsu? Like I was like, I want to get Air Jitsu. I was like, oh, one more set? Why not get that big ship as well? I was like, why not?
Reloading mag.
Friends in the area. Impressionnant.
Bloody cunt.
Clean as the guillotine.
Because I started thinking like one thing that would be a funny trope is like imagine having like
Loadout drop headed your
one
way.
character that is like looks like the most brutal badass warrior guy, and then his voice is just like the most innocent voice ever. Like, hello, how are you? And then like the dude looks like the fucking Hulk inside him, like goes like, hello, how are you? That would be such a mindfuck, cause like, what the fuck? Or like the most Japanese looking motherfucker having the thickest British accent ever. Like,
Enemy intel
or,
located. Capture and secure
What
the
you doing,
intel
man?
point to discover the next
Ah.
gas spread.
alright mate. What you doing? I'm like, and then someone's like, what the fuck? Like, and like, I feel like one way to trigger any, like, Aussie person is just that, alright, you want some shrimp on the barbie? And they just be like, triggered, just saying shrimp on the barbie. Because they like, we do not say that!
Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining it will speed
And
up
like,
the process.
no one said they said it, they just said the word. But then somehow the Aussies thinks they referring to what that they saying, but they don't. But still, it's weirder to think that Australians call flip-flops for
Capture
thongs.
complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
And that makes the Australians weird, because like, why the fuck do you mean you call it thongs?
They're on me! I'm hit.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Check your map. I've marked a point
Reinforcing
containing enemy intel nearby. Capture
Oh,
it for
hell,
information on the
man.
next gas spread.
What the hell?
Squad mates in the
There's
gulag.
one
If they
little
survive,
thing
they
I would
redeploy.
say that would make playing on controller on Warzone and Call of Duty in general just a tiny bit more enjoyable, and that is if they made so that the slide was the right joystick instead of being circle.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
But for me, like every time I try to slide, I would forget that it's circle because like I'm so used to not
Squad
using
mates
circle.
entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy.
Yeah, I wish I can set it to. I want to set it to this to be R3 because I feel that makes more logical sense. Controller. I use your controller. Don't know how to. Yeah, good. Good to wait after the match.
Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now.
I haven't like a PvP Big Bricks Elite like Pro controller.
Enemy soldiers.
And my controller, like how much did you pay for? How much did your like controller cost? Yeah,
Squad mates in the gulag. If they
I'm gonna double check to see what was my controller in price. Didn't see them. But I remember about what much I paid for it.
Cell armor broken.
be advised.
I paid about like in current price of USD with my controller will have been costing $251.55. Yeah, over $250 for a controller.
Failure.
But then again, the controller has like I can reverse the option of if I want to do normal PlayStation style joystick or do the other style, have fight pad, switch out D-pad, adjustable trigger stops, a carrying case, and a over 2 meter long braided USB-C cable. So like, no wonder it's like that price.
Ready for action.
I'm pretty sure the controller I have has basically almost everything on the controller. Yeah, plus if they wanted to, the company could sell like those like joystick modules separately
Squad mates
with
redeploying to the AR.
selling joystick modules that have
I'm hit. I bleed.
God
But I
fucking
still
damn it,
breathe.
someone came to take me out before I even got to do shit.
Need medical attention.
I'm here!
Switching mags.
Contract was compromised. Stand down.
Also,
Come on,
I feel like
buy
now
me
to just say, I hope chat is doing good.
Under fire.
And now this week, I feel like there's gonna be 2
Loading
streams this
new
week
mag.
with long, that are extra long. Because normally I just don't do that long of streams, but this time, I should personally do extra long streams, which is crazy. My before, like the last stream I did, which was uploaded to YouTube 3 days ago, was over 3.5 hours long. And I'm already been streaming over 2 hours. And I ain't stopping.
I'm hit.
Also, now you can, I feel like,
Lethal inbound.
I can soon figure out how to
I'm under fire.
control her. To change.
Buy me back. I'm ready.
You were 1 of 25 remaining. The enemy took...
Now you can like, now you have the option to at least teach me how, like, let me know how to switch to the way you have it, because I feel like using the joystick, the right joystick for that option is the best. Like any other option would just be like kind of annoying. Yeah. Okay. Like when you said like button layout. I think I've done that now. If you seen this stream, you would see if it's correct. Good. Because I'm just tired of like, why the fuck does the game keep switching my operator around? Have you wanted to switch? But like it feels more like I feel like it feels more natural to have it on tactical, because then when you run, like when you sprint, you can then instantly just not need to move your hands. You can also look around. Yeah, it's pretty good because like I feel like that makes more sense to switch it there, because that then when you run, you can then just click the slide whenever. Yeah, so I can then hold L3 to just do the sprinting, and then when I want to slide, I can do that with R3, and at the same time, R3 is also the joystick to look around your surroundings. So I can then slide and turn around at the same time. And that's why I like having it like that, because it then allows you to slide, and then if someone shoots you from behind, you can slide and then turn around while you slide and then shoot back. Nice! And like one cool thing is that tomorrow, if done correct, if like it's active, like both sides manage to remember on it correctly, then me and my dad are not only gonna go watch a movie, but I'm also gonna teach him how to play Fortnite. Yeah, and I would then might also at some point tomorrow go to the store and buy all the ingredients I need to make nachos, because then I can tell him himself, because then I can suggest for him to come over to my mom's place where I'm currently staying at, so that we can do the gaming here, and then at the same time also I made nachos for dinner. Yeah. And both me and my dad makes nachos more or less the same way, which is different from how my mom and stepdad makes the nachos. Yeah, I do them closer to how like it's how the original is done, like closer, like it's not exactly how it is. It's still kind of Tex-Mex version of it, but it's still closer than with my mom and stepdad. That's because my mom and stepdad used to say like a glass cast iron, like a glass pan to put them in.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Well, I use more like a sheet to lay them out on, so
All
they
stations,
get
we
more
are green to go.
like more like the
Stand by
size
for
they should be.
deployment.
But I feel like now I'm starting to get back into doing closer to 4 hour long stream, because I remember there was a point in time when I used to do streams that was almost 4 hours long almost every single time, and now it's like the average length of my streams used to have turned into like 2 hours. But now this stream ain't gonna be 2 hours,
Set a
not
drop
3
point for your
hours,
squad soldier.
maybe 4 or more hours. Who
Be
knows?
advised, gas is closing in.
Oh,
To the safe zone.
Oh yeah. Where we dropping?
LZ marked. Get ready to jump.
Primary objective is to
The only thing I can think of when I hear Major is the clip from like a movie where there's a guy called Major. And the fun thing is, in that clip he goes like they think he has the rank of Major, but he's only a sergeant. So he was Sergeant Major. But then they were like, oh fuck it, let's promote him to Major. Then he became Major. Which is a mouthful to say. But then again, his last name was Major, his first name was Major, and his middle name was Major. I know exactly where to find that movie to watch it, because I can use a website called StreamX, which is totally free, no subscriptions or anything, like no subscription, no login, and every single movie in existence is on there. I'm trying to run through your aisles. Oh, what a knife. Yeah, but at least I ain't got a spoon. I ain't got a spoon, though. Oh, I got a knife, but not a spoon. Also, I need a better weapon.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Bomb on air bells. I think it would be funny if at some point, for like if they did for like an April Fool's event, if they made this that whenever a character just despawns from a match, it just makes the sound like, you know, that the sound that the meme sound of just disappearing, and then like the that disappears. Imagine making that as like a sound
Move
for
to
like
the safe
on an
zone.
April Fool's event when someone dies and disappears. That's the sound that comes. How do I look with my katana?
They're almost gone. Switching mags.
Look. It matches my skin. Yeah, run and slide works perfectly smooth. And even though sometimes doing a full turn might stop the slide temporarily, it's worth it because when you stop it temporarily, you have the option to actually slice. I actually shoot more cleverly.
Throwing stun.
Reloading. Adding armor.
Tagging weapon.
Yeah, I'm not much of a sniper.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Also, certainly, at some point when, like, yeah, at some point when you get like have gotten all the gear, the main gear you need to do streaming, then I feel like me, you, and Rose should do, like, try to do a Warzone stream together. And both me and Rose know that there's an option on Twitch where you can have shared chat, meaning we can all have the same Twitch chat. In a sense, so that we don't need to have like separate chats, so we all know what's going on in everyone's chat. Which is how to do it best. Plus then technically on each of our streams the viewer count would be combined. So we have viewers, the viewer count is the total sum of all our viewer counts. Which also would then be pretty good. Plus, if we do that early on in your streaming, that can help you out by having more discoverability in some sense for you. I have not known yet. I still haven't gotten a single kill, but luckily stream can't tell how many kills I have, so I can, for all they know, I could be lying, and they just don't know because my chat box is kinda covering it. Which is a lucky thing.
Spotted a contract.
But also, like, yeah, when it comes to doing like with good streaming, because you have a PlayStation with most of your games on, I feel like the best thing I would have suggested to make things easier, instead of just going straight for a full-on gaming PC, and it still gives you the PC experience, a good either gaming laptop, because those are, even though they cost a bit, can be good, or just a decent laptop in general that doesn't cost too much. Yeah, but I would say like the only reason I would suggest something like a laptop or something similar to that is that then you have a device that isn't as big and so not as expensive, that you can then instead make sure you have enough for both, like something like a laptop or even like some sort of good mini PC thing technically, and then a capture card so that you can use that for like the streaming software and all that on there. And then after you get, and then start out with the streaming games from like your PlayStation, so you don't need to buy a bunch of new games just for a stream. And then later down the line save up money so you can get a gaming PC, which is actually a smarter move, because if you are getting a mini PC, then the reason why that would be smart is because mini PCs can be good enough to run OBS and other programs like that, like can potentially be good enough to run both OBS and also like Discord and like potentially either a 3D VTubing mod program or something like that if you get a decent enough one, and you can get them for pretty cheap nowadays. Because they aren't probably the best for like running games, but they're still pretty good for like the other parts. and then with the capture card as well,
Your squad
be able
mates
to
reach the
stream
intel. Joining them will speed up the
PlayStation games.
process.
Pretty neat.
Head to the safe zone. You've got gas moving in.
Get down. Frag.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Loading new mag. Reinforcing armor.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I got one kill.
Loading!
I would say still kind of good thing as I've been away from the game for so long. So obviously you two have way better skill in the game because you guys play it way more. But then again, like where my skill have started to be best, I feel like the one game where I would be equal, or if not potentially better to you guys, would be Fortnite, because I played that. Yeah, because I played that so much. But this game, it's by playing Fortnite, I still have some battle royale skills that translates to this game. In some sense, I just have to fine tune them to match the way this is, because in Fortnite it's only mostly third person, but I gotta then adjust this for first person mode.
Open mags! I'm on your side. Watch your fire!
Yeah.
Swapping mags.
You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive.
Come get this loot.
Mort, please, we're trying to play a game here. Mort, we're trying to play a game here. So would you please mind shutting the fuck up? Mort, get away from the lower bottom.
Reloading!
What did I say about touching the royal key? No!
Spotted. Enemy marked.
I still think now the clip is like when Kinger says, "How old even are you? Like, how old are you?" And he's just like, and I find it funniest when like Mort says, "I don't know,"
You've got
or
gas
"I don't
inbound.
remember," or
Safe
something
zone
like that. Like,
relocated.
Some people never see it coming.
Attention operators. Classified weapons entering the area soon. Watch the skies.
Reloading! Armor pouch here!
nice.
Classified weapons are now in the
In
field.
fact, my
Acquire one to gain the
my
station.
current look is like a mix between a,
An opponent that's
like it's
claiming
kind of like a mix
classified
between a
weapons.
samurai and a
They've got
tactical
the upper
ninja.
hand for now.
Like I've
Your
kind
squad
of
mate's
like
located a
as a
high-value target.
this
Hunt them
like
down.
military style samurai. It's kind of like a tactical samurai, which
Move to the
in a
safe
sense
zone.
is basically just a ninja with
Gas is
slight
inbound.
samurai armor added.
Adding armor.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Enemy hunters were taken out. You're in the clear.
Loading fresh mag.
But also, you know that one meme where there's like one side is like a dark cast, another is like a happy like place with sun, with a sun, and it's like there's like a crossroad meme. It's like choose between two sides. Did you know that that meme is from an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, that one meme where like the one side is seems like a dark gritty place, another is like a light, like sunny happy place, and there's like a lot of times people put the text right. That's from an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Switching mags.
But it's kind of crazy to think that's from Yu-Gi-Oh. Also, did you know that the Shadow Realm is an entirely like English for kids dub original? It's nothing. It never was in the original. Like in the original, they just straight up died.
Reloading.
But then, 4Kids was like, nah, let's create this Shadow Realm, and it's like, thank God they did, because if they didn't, we wouldn't have the iconic memes like, I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Adding armor.
Nice. In fact, sometimes the movement in games like Warzone doesn't make the most sense because I can slide upstairs. Like, how the fuck can someone slide upstairs? It's
Enemy
physically
intel
possible.
located. Capture and secure
Loading
the
new
intel
mag.
point to discover the next gas spread.
At least you survived it though.
Help your squad mates secure the intel. Join them to speed up capture.
I'm fixing up.
There goes their armor. Changing mag. They almost had me.
Well done.
I did the
Rob.
finisher where I shot
Check
them
your
a few
map for
times
the
in the
next
back.
gas spread location.
Reinforcing armor.
Get to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
I managed to do a good finisher on someone. I gotta see it because I think this skin, like this operator skin, came with its own like finisher. I gotta double check what that finisher might have been. Or have after this match, someone can help me see what that finisher was. I don't know if it had its own finisher, and if it did, I'll let you know.
Clean as the guillotine.
Nice.
Reinforcing armor.
You didn't know she was green? I knew that. Yeah, but that didn't, like, it would be fucking hilarious if, like, it turned out you had a very unique form of color blindness as well. That would have just been the, like, the ultimate, like, yeah. But it would be funny if, like, you had, like, such a unique color blindness that you're the only one that currently, like you were, like, one of, like, very few, like, it's, like, less than 1%. Like, imagine if you had that color blindness, that, like, less than 1% of the population has. That is as rare as the black and white color blindness, which is just a color blindness where you can only see in black and white. Because there is people who has a color blindness where everything they say is in grayscale, aka black and white. But imagine their disappointment without, imagine someone who has that color blindness without knowing it, and then living in a time where everyone talks about how, like, TV is in black and white, and they think that, yeah, and then learns, oh, it's going to add color, and like, I'm gonna finally be able to see colored TV, and then they look at it, and it's like, god damn it, it's still black and white.
On your feet.
Head to the safe zone. You're losing ground. Moving.
Enemy vehicle.
Yeah, didn't kill him, but I did sell Rose. That's a good thing though.
You've made it to the top 5.
Taking effective fire!
I was shot from my angle, I couldn't see.
We lost that one, but we'll get a W next
This
time.
place, pretty good.
Reloading.
Nice. Clutch, you got, this time you didn't get clutch after the match. You got run and gun. I got the clutch. Nice. Nice. I just gotta double check if I have the correct operators. So it's like, no. It's gonna switch to the correct operators because it keeps loving to switch my operator every time I go out of the match and like back in, like switch operator. Like, that's like just some of the things. If I were to send in a complaint to Activision, that would be the one complaint I would give. Because basically every other thing can in some way be fixed by the players themselves. But it's one side that can fix. So I would then just ask them, oh, can you fix this and this and this? Damn! That's kind of impressive though. But damn, nice. Okay. That's been
Use this
awfully
time for
quiet.
target practice. The real thing's coming soon.
I wanna know if there's something on the stream chat. Why don't anyone in chat say something like, if there's anyone in chat that can have option to say something, go ahead, just chat. And if you want to be a liker, fair. But I would also at some point, just to make it easier to know if someone wants to be a liker or not, add like
Playtime's over.
a
Stand
redeem
by for
or
deployment to the war zone.
like add like a command someone can type into chat. Choose basically have alert command, so that then so I know, oh, they are a lurker, so that I know there's lurkers in there instead of knowing. So I don't need to worry is there lurkers or not, because I feel like that should be a place. Yeah.
Mark a drop point for your
Also,
squad
I
in
just
the
noticed
field.
how currently my character is the only one who doesn't cover their face at all.
You've got gas closing in fast. Double time it to the safe zone.
Yeah, but you're covering half of it, which still counts.
LV marked.
Sorry, bro.
Get ready to jump.
Enemy soldier
Like-
incoming.
What do you mean? Like, sorry, bro.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel
I started
nearby.
thinking that
Capture it for
one name that
information on
actually,
the next
if
gas
it was possible
grid.
to have that as a name on Warzone, it would be fucking hilarious. Imagine if someone had the name Trump's left nutsack. Like Trump's left nut. Or Trump's left ball. Or something like that goofy name.
Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining them will speed up the process.
TACOM, authorize
Or-
LDPR strike.
Or another one that was a bit funny is Putin's left testy. Imagine just meeting a player that's named Putin's left testy. But imagine just meeting a player with the name Putin's left testy.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. Hunt down the enemy.
I was gonna help you, but then I also had to land without being
They
shot
survive,
at.
they redeploy. Enemy dropping into the AO.
So I had that dilemma.
I'm hit. Changing mag. That's not good.
Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment. Welcome to the Gulag. Fight
So
to win
now
redeployment.
we're back in the good
Be
old
ready.
classic
Next.
Gulag. Yeah. No more like futuristic lab. Now this is a good old fashioned Gulag.
Earn redeployment.
Also, now I started thinking, imagine if they at some point they made a map, like made two different maps on here. Or see one that was like Like at some point they made like 3 different maps in rotation. One that was based around Germany, one based on Italy, and one based on Japan. And then just called it the Axis Power Rotation.
Grenade incoming. They're on me. Swapping mag.
I would think that would be funny just having it called the Axis Power Rotation. But also,
Let's get back in.
there's one dude whose name, like a German dude who makes comedy, who's named Mario, meaning he is a German with an Italian name that also is the name of a Japanese character. He's basically the living Axis power. Also, one thing I'm starting that I find a bit weird is how like a lot of people, like when it comes to Super Mario, a lot of people thinks when he says "It's a me Mario," a lot of people for some weird reason think he says, like, instead of just understanding that he's just saying "It's a me Mario," a lot of people just try to make it seem like he's actually saying "Itsumi." It's basically the Japanese word for super, but no, he's not saying any word that means super. He's just saying, he's just straight up saying, "It's a me Mario," nothing else to it. Woohoo! Mamma mia! Luigi time! Ah yeah! Ah yeah, Luigi time! Wario! Waluigi! Like to sound like Waluigi, just try to sound like Wario but congested.
Deploying RCXD.
Wow! Like Wario! Waluigi! Also, the only reason why Waluigi exists is because they had to give like Wario a like teammate in Mario Tennis. Like legit, that's why he exists. Like they originally created him to be Wario's partner in Mario Tennis. That's the only original reason, just so that sports games that Wario would have a partner. Also, the first person that was originally rescuing Princess Daisy was not Luigi, it was actually originally Mario. Before they later decided, oh no, Mario has Peach, therefore we give Daisy to Luigi. So in a way, you could say that Luigi is just getting Mario's sloppy seconds.
Eliminate all bounty targets. All bounty targets are
But then again,
KIA.
what would you
Well
expect
done.
when you're the younger child? Because Luigi is Mario's younger brother. But somehow he's also the taller one. Well, short as shit.
Switching mags. Adding armor.
What I said was that Luigi, the younger but taller. No, because have you seen the like Illuminations Mario movie?
Secure the supply boxes.
His mom is not that
Locations
tall.
marked on your attack map.
Neither is his dad.
Loadout drop headed your way.
But his dad is taller than he's slightly taller, so I think he's got the dad's strength while Mario got the mom's height.
Gas is inbound.
But the dad
Safe zone.
was Luigi and the mom was
Supply box
Mario,
secured.
but still,
Two to
the
go.
dad was also not that tall because they're Italian. The best way to describe Mario is just a motherfucking fat Italian who loves the pasta,
One
loves
supply
the
box
spaghetti.
remaining. Move to secure.
Yeah, she didn't want to have anything to do with his sausage and meatballs.
Contract complete. All supply boxes secured.
Like, I feel like one of the reasons why Peach also didn't want to be in a relationship with Mario, because she wouldn't want to deal, she didn't want to have to do with his, like, stubby
Your squad mate is
chorizo.
the most wanted target. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to reduce
Well,
the
I say,
time of the
thick
contract.
but not long.
Incoming fire!
And doesn't matter if it's thick if it's not long. Well, if it's too short, then it's like, what's the point? But if it's too long, then it's like, it's just a waste.
Your squad made it to the safe zone. You've got gas moving in.
I just stick to like what I stick to is just the Storm Wolf 45 and AK-27. That's the ones I stick to.
Switching mags. Inserting armor.
Yeah, but I'm been the one kind of person that doesn't give a shit about the meta of the game, because like the meta changes all the time. It's like by the time you've been able to actually make your loadout with the what's the meta useful, the meta's changed and then it's a new thing. It's like, yeah, but also I feel like I feel like just find what works best for you and use that instead of worrying what the meta is, because if you go by what the meta is, then by the time you actually have it figured out how to use it good, boom, there's a new meta and you have to try it all over again. Which is why you should just say, fuck the meta, I do my own shit. And you could say, I'm like, not only am I doing my own shit, I'm doing my own shit, and I'm going commando.
Eliminate enemies and secure supply caches to get that target off their back.
And there's like 2 different meanings to going commando, technically. And I'm only doing one of them. I'm not gonna say which one.
I'll ride along.
That's for you to figure out.
Alrighty.
I don't think any of you have a, like, because doesn't any of you even been able to figure out what kind of form of commander I'm talking about?
I'll take the wheel.
How would you know?
I'm riding.
I'll ride along.
Like, you were awfully confident on that saying.
I'm riding.
Because, like, I am wearing shorts.
I'm under fire.
Switching mags.
Inserting armor. Adding armor.
I'll take the wheel.
I'm riding.
I'm riding.
Hey, welcome.
I'm riding.
We in the backseat, baby. Oh, this is a very good honor to be driven around.
Gas is closing in.
This is a very good honor to be driven around by someone, something one. Hurry, shit! Okay, I find it funny if, like, it would be funny if, like, while we're doing, like, it's like their typical Japanese accents, a person joins into chat which is actually Japanese. That would be hilarious. Like, suddenly someone popped up like, what the fuck? I'm like, hello there. Like, god damn it. Hello everyone. They say hello everyone. So, Hello everyone, how are you? Good. Thank you, I am fine. Hello everyone, how are you? Fine, thank you very much.
Check your squad mate
Hello
alive. Most
everyone.
wanted contract complete.
Hello everyone. How are you? Also, instead of just doing that, son of a bitch!
I'll take the wheel.
But do you know, like, obviously you should know who said it.
Hostile UAV
Son
in
of
the
a bitch!
area.
It's led by none other than the Joestar with the most bizarre adventures. He's the one, like if they didn't do those bizarre adventures, it's not just any Joestar's bizarre adventures, it's his bizarre adventures. It's like, his adventures are truly bizarre. God damn!
Eyes on hostile.
That's good. Very, very good. I don't know why I went over to India. That's like very, very good. Oh no. Not good. Oh
Your squad
no.
paid for your release. Get ready to redeploy.
I'm getting a read live. Do not let me die this time. I do not want to die. No, 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 no. No, no, no. God damn it. I'm dying again. God fucking damn it.
Your squad is getting you out
I
of here.
just straight.
Stand by.
Ironically, I went from a Japanese accent to a fucking Indian accent. Like, I do not want to die. No, 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 no. But also, to actually make the Indian accent sound authentic to yourself, all you have to do is just shake your head. In fact, the best way to...
The squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy. Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now. You've got gas
Also,
inbound.
I feel like
Safe
one way to
relocate.
be able to actually speak with Indian accent is just shake your head side to side, then you get it pretty good. Oh, very, very good.
Squad mate redeploying to the AO.
Thank you very much, strange internet lady. Like, thank you very much, strange internet lady. Like, that was very, 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 very helpful.
Come
I'm
on.
trying to
buy
get
me
a good
back.
letter. So, I just figured out how to do like. I feel like with me learning, like figuring out how to do like the Indian accent and other accents, I feel like I could have a strong contender for learning
Get your
some
squad to
basic
the safe
voice
zone.
acting,
Leave no one behind.
and also to just make the Indian accent sound convincing. You don't like, you just need to have that tone of how they say certain words, but to make it more convincing and make it actually make sense, shake your head side to side, because they when they speak they shake their head side to side. Because trying to say it without the shaking of the head sounds terrible.
You're
It
the last of
wouldn't
your
work.
squad. Finish.
Very, very good.
Have left me alone.
Very, very good. Like, the difference is night and day almost. Like, very, very good and very, very good. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Buy me back in.
Oh, here she. On my way. Hold on. Very, very good. I wonder what people watching this stream would think when they just hear me going in all these different accents. Yeah. I'm buying you very, very, very good. You're coming back. Very, very nice.
Reinforcing armor.
I'm hit.
Gas is closing in.
Holy shit.
No more fighting in the gulag.
Holy shit, you don't want.
Not wish to make me your enemy.
Oh.
Swapping back.
I took them out. Like, I was the one that mainly knocked them and then you helped finishing it up. Ensuring that they were down.
They're on me.
Switching mags.
Under fire.
You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them down.
I need the armor plates, sir. I need to donate out there. Need the armor plates. If not, I'm gonna die.
Only 4 left.
There goes their armor. Changing mag.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is inbound.
Nice. I helped a bit. Like, not too much, but I still helped some.
Reinforcing armor.
Reloading mag.
Tagging waypoint. Enemy mover.
You're in
Be
the top
very,
3. Don't
very
let up now.
careful.
Establish
It's
UAV above.
fun. Like, I started thinking about the Elmer fragment, like, be very, very careful. It's rabbit season. Just be very quiet. Because it's rabbit season. We hunted rabbits. Oi! Hospital, eh? I feel like if the hospital is there where the end point for the sun is, would that mean that I feel like then either we die to a player or die to the immense hospital bill?
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I'm also the same place. Bro, I'm in the same place. I don't know why I went suddenly like Southern Texas style. I switch accents a lot. Well, I don't know what's up with me, but I just love doing the accents.
Marking hostile.
Very good. Okay. I don't know why, but I started to think about like because I spread the G like about like one line he has in a song, because there's a song
Gas
because
is
I spread
closing
the G
in.
made where he sings in the song he sings. And where he sings like, man, I don't give a fuck. I shit in a urinal.
Hostile airstrike incoming.
What's that airstrike incoming? The building you guys were in, I was temporarily at some point in that same building and then just walked straight out after being in the bathroom. And then as soon as I walked out, right after I walked out,
Gas is moving
Loading
in.
fresh mag.
Safe zone located.
your last hope.
You were 1 of 5 remaining.
third place though. And the funny thing is that 3 out of 4 of us got clutch. We almost became the clutch powers. Hmm. 3 hours already, like, damn! Like, obviously I'm not gonna, no matter how late because I won't stop like this gaming, but I don't know if how much, like, should I keep the stream going longer? Should I keep the stream going, or should I end this stream now? Because it's like been 3 hours. Okay, but then again, I'm talking about the stream because I'm still gonna keep going with gaming on Warzone, but it's just like only for doing the stream because like. So either way, I'm still gonna keep playing on Warzone, you guys. But it's just a matter of should we have the stream going for longer, or end the stream now and then just keep playing off stream. I can't decide. So that's why I'm asking you guys for help on the decision. It doesn't seem like there's anyone lurking. Because I look to see who's currently watching, and it's just on the phone version. It says it's just Yumia watching. Yeah, but I was gonna see if there's if I can see someone that I follow to. Maybe I don't know. Not like, and if does any of you have any suggestions for streamers to raid? Also, I'm gonna switch to the just chatting screen. Yeah, but then again, League. Yeah. It's just like, technically, in its of itself, the franchise surrounding League of Legends, totally fine. Like, most things related to League is good. Yeah, but also, like, the franchise surrounding League, fine on its own, but it's the game, the exact game of League that is, like, So, like, well, is there anyone you follow on Twitch that is live that we could raid? That, hmm? Who? But I don't know if that would be too interesting to raid into, because, like, I feel like I could, if I were to check on categories, I could, if I were to check on, like, search up. Like, if I checked on Call of Duty Warzone, live channels, could see, can I find someone that seems interesting? Probably, if I look at it, would try to find potentially like a VTuber that seems interesting. Because I try to mostly stick into VTubers. Not that much IRL content. Like there's a few IRL streams I work, but I mostly want to stick to VTubers. Surprisingly, not that many VTubers streaming of Warzone. And there's a lot of content that may contain sexual themes. Like, holy shit, the one that has that. Like, there's two, like, I've seen multiple. Like, Dude, I gotta still add like the ending soon that I did in the background. Where is like with a very low volume on it. Or I could also just check the VTuber category to see is there any just VTubers in general that would be interesting to raid. I feel like that's a better one to go for because then you can like, experience new games. For the if there's anyone who joined in at this point, then they can be like, oh, new games to see. I see that Chibidoki is currently live. She's playing a game, Mecha Chameleon. Could see if I could potentially be able to raid her, because now that would be one I can raid. I think I've written them incorrect. Ah, she can't. Settings doesn't allow. She has to sit to that. No one can raid. I'm like, I don't like. There's nothing technically bad about having a YouTuber setting that settings, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying because then, like, no one will that doesn't find them other places won't be able to discover them. Because won't they like having raids coming in? And it's stupider when they have settings on like, oh, only people with more than a certain amount of followers can raid, and that just like kind of segregates the small VTubers from the big VTubers, which is not the best. That is someone who apparently is in the VTubing category. But they're on camera, so now I start to think on cam stuff, like on camera stuff, even that shows the category VTubers to look at. Because I'm also not just trying to find someone with interesting content, but also not too complicated up and Twitch name. Sorry, it's not too hard to remember. So, Flash. I think I found someone I could check if I can raid. But like I kind of understand when like a big VTuber, big streamers with multiple, with over with like tens of thousands of followers, set it so that you can't raid them, but it's more annoying if a VTuber or a regular streamer would like a small viewer count and therefore also potentially smaller amounts of followers. That's it. Like if a VTuber slash streamer with the level at the size of me decides that, oh, no one can raid me, then it's like, then they're handicapping themselves. Now I gotta see, can I raid this person? Yeah. So there's gonna be a raid to someone who is playing Minecraft. I don't really know how to say the name. I think the name is something like Sushi Heavy. I'm not too sure, honestly, but they're playing Minecraft. Seems interesting. And also to everyone who has been watching the stream, thanks for watching the stream. Hope to see everyone in the next stream, whenever that will be. Next week, I don't know when next week I will do it, because I have free time the entire next week, so I have better time to do streams and more time to do more streams. But I will do some stream at some point next week, and that's all I have to say is just see you guys in the next stream, and bye.